It's a commonly held view that Africa is a continent plagued by poverty. But just how true to reality is that assumption? Well, we're here in Australia at St Joseph's College Geelong, about to ask around and find out. What is one positive impact that access to education has had on your life?
Probably just like making new friends and just teaching me basic life skills.
Opportunities to find a job
and build connections with new mates.
Being able to make mistakes and build on them.
Oh, it's helping me to get smarter, so when I'm older I can get a job and have a good life.
Well, access to education makes me think about access to music education, which I was very fortunate to go to a school that has a great music program.
What do you think would happen to our society if nobody had access to education?
I feel like the world would just kind of fall apart.
I think it would be absolute chaos.
Yeah, I just don't think anything would function and explode, basically. I don't...
Chaos.
Like no one would have money, so...
How many kids do you think there are in Africa right now without access to education?
Maybe like 6-7 million.
200,000?
For like 500,000.
2 million?
There's actually 36 million.
What?
36 million.
That's a lot.
Almost 10 million more than the population of Australia. That's ridiculous.
It's actually 36 million.
Really?
Jeez, that's quite eye-opening.
Wow.
Yeah.
My name is Isaac Chibira from St. Joseph Kenska Secondary School. My village is Chakasenen, class senior 2.
Isaac is fortunate enough to live on a lot of land with his mother and his two sisters. As peasant farmers, they don't produce nearly enough food to support themselves, and with an absent father, the responsibility to provide for the family is shifted onto young Isaac, who is currently in Year 10 at St Joseph's Kenska Secondary School. For Isaac, access to education doesn't just mean developing connections with mates and building on mistakes, it means life. It means receiving daily meals, working towards becoming a school teacher and giving back to the Edmund Rice community. It means raising his family out of desperate poverty. But not everyone is in Isaac's position. The Edmund Rice Foundation estimates that in Africa alone, some 36 million children aren't in school. That's 36 million lives lost below the poverty line, suffering from lower standards of health and well-being, financial instability, crime, and a lack of support services. It doesn't have to be this way though. Your money can help in the liberation of human life. You can contribute to the plight against poverty, and it all starts with providing access to education.
Africa is one of the most beautiful places in the world, but the lack of proper education is having a catastrophic effect on the children and families of this land. Some are luckier than others by having the ability to go to school, but there are still 36 million children who are not in school. This is more than Australia's entire population. One of the lucky kids is Isaac Chibira.
My name is Isaac Chibira from St. Joseph Kenska Secondary School. Kati ewaka nzukuka sawa 10 ku 11 amazzi ngasenera ku mutwe kubanga egaali njina nera sinambulungi yadde nga esobola otambula newe ekkubo then kati bwe malirizaawo olunaku nsena ebidomola 3 byensobola oleka ewaka tukozese 12 5 saawa emu n'eddakiika 2 kati wentukira saawa emu n'eddakiika 2 kati bwe nva wano nzija n'ensoma.
This place, this St. Joseph's, it came about as we were lacking a school in this area, and many children were not attending secondary education. Why? Schools were very far, So some of them could not walk long distances, and some parents could not afford taking their children to boarding schools.
The more help given to Africa's schooling problem, the better. Kids and families are struggling every day to survive, and more people need to be involved to help make a difference.
This is Eldoret, a city in the Rift Valley region of Kenya. With a population of almost 500,000 people, Eldoret has a rich culture, despite a significant amount of citizens being below the poverty line.
And this is Faith. Faith is a student in Eldoret, currently in high school.
My name is Faith Michelle Wafula. I am in high school, Warren High School particularly, Form 2 in a stream Zeta.
My wife, her mother, passed on 3 years ago.
My name is Clalfina Chimba. I'm the program manager for Edmond Rice Eldoret Empowerment Program, IREP in short. IREP is a community-based organization under the governance of the Christian Brothers.
After Faith's mother passed, her father took care of her. The Edmund Rice Foundation helped her through the passing of her mother and, as an outgoing student, became a peer counsellor so she can help provide equal education to her fellow students. Did you know that 13% of people worldwide have no formal education?
It makes me feel kind of sad because that 13% can't have the education that we do here.
Damn. In Africa, over 36 million children aren't in school.
36 million? It makes me feel like sad that almost a lot of Africa just can't get educated in school.
I mean, damn. So like...
What? 36 million? Oh my gosh.
In most of the world's poorest countries, children receive less than 3 years of schooling.
Less than 3 years?
Less than 3 years.
Gosh. You might not be able to like remember or learn more stuff. Well, I just don't know what to say about that. It's sad.
That's crazy. And how has your access to education affected you?
I feel like I've grown as a person. It will help me get in a job because I know what to do and how to write and do all that stuff, so yeah.
Equal education is very important, especially in a town like Eldoret. Education is crucial to people's lives worldwide, yet it is still hard to access in many countries.
People like Faith are making it easier for people's life quality to improve.